Let's see what we can hear, what we can't hear, right? Good afternoon, gang. Welcome. My name is Alan Cox. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it, if you are. Say hi to Bill Squire. He's right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everyone. Thanks for listening to and watching this episode of the Alan Cox Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share a cold one with the boys.
Hey, there's Mary Santora.
What up?
She's, looks like she's getting ready to turn into the Hulk.
What does that mean?
Yeah, the green lights.
Green light bulb.
You like the green lights.
Oh, I look good in green.
You wouldn't like her when she's angry. Poundcake's back in Studio G.
Where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, there he is.
Afternoon, white people.
Really had to work to get Poundcake's
Wait.
levels. Is he coming up?
Poundcake, just talk for a second.
La 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 la.
Okay, yeah, he's there.
Oh,
Okay, now never talk again.
Always has the best.
Don't steal my bit.
Oh, my
I was gonna
God.
say, how do you like it?
Please
I love it. I
don't.
think it's sexy.
So we are in a different studio today, and so it required a lot of troubleshooting. The big selling point, we moved down here to 668 Euclid from our old ghost ship out there in Oak Tree, longtime residents of iHeartMedia Cleveland. Big selling point was that any show could go live from any studio, which is technically true. But every show has its own kind of specific accommodations, and we arguably have more than some other shows. There are some other shows, they just turn the mic on, they're playing music, whatever. We've got a whole thing. Bill's got to get the video figured out. We've got our own lighting, and we've got camera angles and things like that. And so coming in here today, because they're doing the day-long radiothon, you know, we share that Streetside studio with the Mark Nolan Show. And they are doing a marathon broadcast for Cleveland Children's Hospital, I believe. I put a link, by the way, for people who would like to donate, and I encourage you to do so. I put a link at our Facebook page. So look at that there. But as a result, we are down the hall here in a different studio. This is my dream. This is what I wanted.
A little box?
A coffin with no window. And it's essentially, it's not even one of our smaller studios. It's the same size as our Streetside studio, just with a monitor where the window would be. And it's glorious.
So let's stay
It's
here.
fantastic. No, because Jeremiah's in here for Kiss FM.
Kick him out.
We're kicking him out. We put
Bye.
him in one of the...
Can't we put him in the showcase studio?
Yeah.
I would love it.
He's got his cool shoes that he wants to show off. Put him up
They've
there.
made it clear to me that they want me and Mark Nolan in the showcase studio. And so that's fine. Listen, perhaps they will enjoy a random visit from Little Herb, who I was told, by the way, did show up at the window this morning.
Oh, the
during
guy who
Mark
in the
Nolan.
fight.
Little Herb, the guy who got into the fight with another dude, but according to him, it's trouble that always seems to find him. Not that he goes looking for it. And I do take him at his word that he doesn't go looking for it. But there are some people who have kind of a nervous energy. There are some people who have the kind of energy, and I don't mean Poundcake nervous energy. Poundcake has a very jittery energy about him.
I do.
But you do, but there's nothing foreboding about it. There's nothing sinister about it. Nobody ever worries that, like, something's going to pop off when Poundcake's around.
I'm worried about me. It's my nervous energy. No one else's.
There you go. His nervous energy is, what is my quickest exit route out of here if something goes down?
Correct.
Yeah. But other people have the kind of energy where, and some people are drawn to it. Some people are drawn to people who have that kind of energy about them where anything could go down at any time, right? It's just that invariably those people will point the finger at somebody else. I don't know what it is. Everywhere I go, people get in fights. That kind of thing. Like the dudes that were fighting at did you see the video of the dudes that were fighting at the hockey game?
Oh, yeah.
On the other side of the glass, and the dude eventually ends up knocking himself out because
Oh, my gosh.
if you watch it to the end, it's these two dudes fighting, and it's, you know, a couple of beer gut hockey fans slugging it out, and pulls a shirt over him, and he gets whatever. But towards the end of it, he ends up knocking himself out because he bumps into somebody who's involved in this scrum, and while he was catching his footing, bangs his head against the penalty glass, and knocks himself out. And he goes down. And I think it was in Canada. I don't think it was in the U.S. I think it was in Canada. I thought it was in Russia at first but everybody was speaking English. So, but it's, you know, if you can knock yourself out, that is, boy, that's a distinction.
Free healthcare.
That's
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, right. They
Nothing
don't
to
care.
lose. Fist fight everybody.
That's right. Hey, I have a cranial lesion. Well, we'll see you in a year and a half. Nothing bad could happen until then. If you'd like to join us today, we would love to have you. 216-578-1007. 800-348-1007. You can send me a text. The number is 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. You can still watch live there. And you can use the after hours line, too. I'm just looking at the first batch of texts coming through. Alan, have you seen the trailer for that 70s show? No, I haven't. They're doing a spin-off of...
You mean that 90s show?
That 90s show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a spin-off of that 70s show. And I think it's Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis back on the show.
I think they got most everybody except for
Danny Masterson, who
Well, that
is
was on purpose.
embroiled, of course, in a rape beef. And so, no, I haven't seen the trailer for that, but I'll tell you what, I would watch Mila Kunis read a Chinese menu because I don't care what she does. I think she's fascinating and gorgeous, and English is her second language, and you'd never know it. She's dynamite. And how a knob like Ashton Kutcher was able to circle back. You know, they're kind of like the millennial version of Ben and J-Lo. You know, they knew each other. They weren't engaged back in the day, but they worked together, and she was, I think, considerably younger than he was, and you know, so it was more of a sibling relationship. And then they come back around. They go, oh, what are we fighting this for?
I love you.
Yes, let's leave it in a couple of times. Let's propagate the species or whatever that is.
I'm pretty excited about that 90s show. I love that 70s show. It was such a silly, fun show, and Kitty and Red were the best part. Like, they were hysterical. So that's what you're going to get more of. So hopefully, it's fun. It's fun. Because I think everybody else is just kind of doing pop-ins. I don't think they're doing, like, the whole series. But I think it's mostly Kitty and Red interacting with Eric and Donna's kids.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's not going to have Christopher Grace and the girl?
Topher
Laura
Grace. No, I think,
Topher Grace is Eric.
yeah,
isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
he's...
Yes, Christopher Grace.
Topher. He likes to go by Topher.
Please, Christopher.
Call people by
Topher.
what they
Stop
want to
it.
be called. I think he's like popping in. I don't think he's doing
Wait, who
all
had
the
kids?
episodes.
Donna
and Eric.
But so why wouldn't he be in it?
Because
They're his kids.
The premise of the show is they're staying with his kid is staying with his parents for the summer.
Kitty and Red.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Did you, speaking of trailers, I just sent you one. Did you see the one for the Grinch horror film? The mean one?
Yeah. You know who's playing the Grinch?
That guy.
The same dude that plays Art the Clown in those Terrifier
Yes,
movies. This
yes.
guy's trying to get a little cottage industry of being under a bunch of makeup and then just like slaughtering people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw that today. I sent, and the off chance you hadn't seen it, I sent it to you. But
I do enjoy this wave of nostalgia that is being retrofitted into slasher films. There's that Blood and Honey. Watch the trailer for the Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Yeah.
Now there's the Grinch. The Grinch was
Oh, the
always a
mean
villain.
one,
yeah,
yeah.
but now he's just openly
well,
slaughtering
he's murdering
people.
people. Yeah,
Murdering
that's like
people.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm kind of interested in this, but I also don't want it to ruin the original one.
How could it?
Because then if I
The
go
original one
back
sucked.
and watch the original one, I'm like, man,
That's dumb.
his heart's not even to go 3 sizes. He's killing people.
Maybe something else will grow 3 sizes.
Hey,
Maybe he has a bloodlust
maybe.
in this movie.
Mm.
I got to take a break. If you'd like to text for anything, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com is where you can watch live. And we'll be back after these.
It's the Alan Cox Show.